How do I flip? Oh, there it is. Never mind. So I got these off Amazon. These are going to be my mailers. And then today I went ahead and made some like samples. And these are just like molds I got off Amazon as well. And there's Christmas trees, there's snowman, there's candy canes, there's stockings, there's a whole bunch of them. And you got 6 molds for $20. These ended up being like 15. They're on sale right now. What else did I get? I got this stuff from the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna put it in as like confetti. And then I had so I had an party order that went in, so I took advantage of all the host credits and stuff. So I'm gonna put in wax molds. I'm gonna put in the monthly countdown with the sticker and a sample, and I'm gonna do it in like the Christmas tree. So it'll be like the sample of the month is gonna be a Christmas tree, like the actual mold. And then I'm gonna put in some holiday brochures, a little package of Berry Bless Scentsy Soak. And then I'm going to Staples for $2.99. You can get 30 of your return address, and they're in like a Christmas style, so they're gonna go on there as well. What else did I have? And just like a showcase catalog is gonna go on with them. But I reached out to 25 girls. Some of them are existing customers and 15 of them aren't, and they were very interested. I just shot a message off to a whole bunch of people and said, hey, I'm going to be sending out holiday mail. Would you like to be on my list? And 15 of them aren't even customers, and they're so excited about it. So that's all I got.
Yeah, that's really good. I have to like try and make my like faces big when I'm muted because I have to like let you know I'm impressed, but I'm trying not to interrupt you. Yeah, those are really, really cute. So I really like the idea of like Christmas labels. I wrote that down. That's so smart. And I bet you can find them on Amazon too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. So the molds that you got, are they just candy molds? Are they wax? Like what did you search?
I searched in candy molds.
Okay.
And then a whole bunch of different ones came up. So then I put in Christmas molds.
Okay.
And then these specific ones came up, and like they're very detailed as well. Like,
yeah, that's really cute.
The Christmas tree, you can see all the bulbs and everything on them.
Yeah, that's really, look at your tree in the back.
I put that up just for tonight.
It's the best. I love it. Guys, I listened to 2 Christmas songs on November 1st, 2. Like, I'm not going to go overboard, but I listened to 2 and then I cut myself off. Can you actually post the stuff that you got from Amazon? Can you post the link? There's like, I found it on Amazon thread that is pinned to our featured part of our team. Can you post that? Thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Michael Line or Lean? Michael Line,
Michaeline.
Right?
Michaeline.
I would have got it wrong. Does anyone have any questions for Michaeline before? Oh, tell them too what you're doing. You're doing a draw, right? For your fundraiser.
Oh, for the fundraiser.
Yeah.
So I already have a qualifying party, like way over, I think it's in the 400s right now. Because everybody keeps adding wax in, and it's not just flowers that I'm selling. And I'm gonna put all the commission into my donation. So I already have a qualifying party. So I'm thinking maybe like the Christmas gnome warmer, because gnomes are really in, and then like a 3-pack bundle to put in with that for whoever wins. And then basically if they got the flower, I'm gonna give them 2 ballots. And then if they just purchase something else, they're gonna get 1 ballot. And then I got this cute mailbox from Walmart, and all the names are going to be entered in there.
That's so cute. Are you going to do the draw live?
Live when the fundraiser closes.
Right. Yeah, that's really cute. So just for anybody who hasn't come the last few weeks, Michaeline is doing a fragrance flower fundraiser. That's hard to say. For the palliative. No, Melissa's
palliative care. Yeah.
Oh, it was. Okay.
I like it.
You guys both did the fundraisers at the exact same time. So yeah, it's for the palliative care for the hospital she works at. And she is giving away a warmer, which is so cute for anybody who makes a purchase towards a fundraiser. And just so you guys know, when you do a fundraiser, you are donating your commission, right? Not your host rewards. So you get to actually use those host rewards to do fun things like that. So she can actually manage to do this without being out of pocket at all, or at least not much. Just a little key here. We talked about earlier too, but just for anybody watching, you cannot talk about entering people into draws or giving away or anything like that publicly. You can tease about it. And you can say, ask me what happens when you purchase through this fundraiser or something along the lines of that. But you can do the draw live. So if anyone is confused about that, you can absolutely do the draw live. You guys, you just can't be like, she wins the no warmer. You just have to say like, okay, everybody, like you kind of have to keep it on the down low of what exactly you're giving away. And then you could do the draw live and be like, okay, Krista, congratulations, you're the winner. I'll PM you for what you get or whatever. Okay. Or I'll PM you to discuss the prize. But I would for sure tell people what the prize is ahead of time, like, like privately. And then everyone could be at the live draw, like really excited. And I can see you, like, you're really good to, just like with your personality, like I can see you like dressing up, like putting on a Santa hat or something like that and like doing it live. Like I feel like you would make it really fun. So thanks for sharing. Does anyone have any other questions for her? Or anything to add? No? Okay, thanks for sharing. You can pop in whenever you want to throughout this meeting, obviously. Krista, I know you kind of volunteered last week too to talk about holiday mailers and stuff. Do you still want to?
Yeah, so actually really I haven't really been doing anything for them right now just because I have the vendor show tomorrow and I'm just trying to still get everything done for that, and it's been crazy. I have so much to do tonight and I'm so far behind, but I'll get it done. It's fine. It's relax. So I haven't really done anything yet. I went through like my contact list to see like who I'll be sending them out to and whatnot. A lot of people don't purchase through my website. They usually just contact me and then they e-transfer me and whatnot. So I have to like go through all that and then do that. But once I get going on that, it'll be like, I'm thinking like a scent circle and just some samples of like different holiday scents. Just something to say thank you essentially for helping me pay my bills and feed my child.
Right.
So that's a big one.
Yeah, those are important things for sure.
Yeah.
So are you saying, like you mentioned, because you don't have a lot of PWS orders, so are you saying that in comparison, like, so when I send out Happy Mail, I send it to my PWS and Scentsy Club people. You're saying like you don't have a lot of those people, so you're just still trying to like figure out or determine who you're going to send it to?
I have like a lot of regulars, so they'll definitely be getting one. And then anyone who has purchased off me from a PWS, they get a sample package anyways every 3 months. So I send them that, and then my regulars will be getting one as well. But there's usually people from like Facebook groups or something that I like see. They're like, hey, does anybody sell Scentsy? Like, hi, me.
Yeah.
So I'll send them those just to keep like say, hey, I'm still here. Like if you need anything. I did reach out to pretty much everyone today for the sale. And that's pretty much it for that. So it's just pretty much, I just have to figure out what exactly I'll be sending and get them started after everything is done with the vendor show.
Right. So, yeah, let's get you through that and then we can focus on your mail.
So today I was making more samples and I finally figured out how to print from Canva. So I typed everything out instead of handwriting everything because I was like, I'm going to run out of pens. And so I started work on Monday, but I'm working from home and I don't have like all the access that I need to. So I literally can't do anything. So literally all day I sat there and made samples well, like shifting my mouse every like few minutes. So that way it made it look like I was actually doing something work related.
I know someone else who lives that life who's on here. I'm not going to call out. Work from home, aka ignore her full-time job and do Scentsy instead.
Yeah, it was great. Like my mom is like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm working." Like, that's not work.
Look at my
You're
other
literally setting
thing.
up wax. And I was like, it's my second job. I'm still working.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Still making money.
yeah. So
Yeah, we'll get you through this vendor sale and then we'll focus on your mailers. So
yeah.
I wanted to sort of, I have a bunch of ideas I'm writing, like I wrote down already today, you guys, about just like keeping your customers engaged, enticed, ready to go, like actually buying through with you through the holiday season. But I in no means want this to be like a Kate tells all situation. I want this to be sort of a brainstorming thing. And I'm not going into a whole lot of detail in each point. I want this to sort of just trigger ideas for you as well. Okay. So if something I says, or I say something I says, if something I say triggers an idea that you want to share, like please do so. Or if something I say triggers an idea you've already done before in your business, please share. Because I know we have some like veterans on here too. So you guys have good ideas too. Like these are definitely not all mine either. I literally watched a YouTube video earlier just to like get inspired as well on top of my other ideas. So the first thing I will say is if you are not editing your e-newsletter, like how I personally do not right now, so if you're like me, we need to get on that. So the e-newsletter goes out, I want to say it's the second Tuesday of every month. It might be the second Wednesday of every month. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Scentsy automatically sends a newsletter to any customers who are subscribed to it if you subscribe to the PWS. So you have to have a PWS. Guys, it's worth the $13. You pay that $13 Canadian. And this is one of the perks you get with it. You can edit the details that are inside. So Scentsy will automatically send the generic one out and it gives like a couple little paragraphs about like the specials going on that month. But if you have personal specials going on that month, including what we're about to talk about, then you can 100% put that in there. It is considered private communication. I know it's a mass email that goes out, but it's still an email that goes out from you to one person at a time. Okay, times 100. So you can put in personal specials. You can put in what you and your family are up to during the holidays. Like, believe it or not, people actually care. They want to get to know the person that they're like throwing their money at constantly. So make sure that you are editing your newsletter. Honestly, guys, I always forget. It is one of those things the last 10 years I am super not consistent with. But I think especially during the holiday season, especially if you have stuff going on past the Christmas cutoff, you need to be telling people in a mass situation, if that makes sense. Right. And like, if they're getting the newsletter anyways, there's no point in sending them another email 3 days later and just harassing them. Like, we might as well just send it all together all at once. So edit that newsletter. If you guys do not know how, literally type in newsletter into your workstation. Yeah, super easy, really easy. Like, literally just gives you the option right there. If you click on it, it just says edit. Like, and then once the newsletter goes out, you guys, if you go to the communication tab in your workstation, you can drill down. It actually gives you insights into who opened the newsletter and who clicked on specific things in the newsletter. So like if Melissa visited or like opened my newsletter and then clicked on the warmer of the month and then clicked on the join tab because of something that was happening, I could literally tell that she did both of those things. So you can use that information to start narrowing your focus on who to market what to. If I like drill down into that tab and like discover that Melissa clicked on the join tab, I'm not going to be like the super stalker creep and be like, hey, I saw that you clicked on the thing in my insights that I looked at. Like, that's creepy, right? But you can literally just like put her on your like target list. Like, maybe that is something that she's interested in and she's never told you, or she's never expressed an interest right to you, but clearly she's clicking on it for a reason, right? So that is something for sure that is really, really good, you guys, especially like insights are always good no matter what. We talked about that last week with the Google business page. So yeah, make sure you're editing your newsletter. This idea I thought was really cute. I know Teresa does it. I don't think she's here tonight, but add bar bucks or wax cash. I think we actually have the wax cash in the files in Team OTR. If we don't, I will steal it from Teresa's page and put it into ours. And Cheryl Beth's team, you guys maybe have it. If you don't, let me know, okay? And then I'll make sure Cheryl Beth gets it too. So wax cash is literally just like little cash that they get to redeem whenever you decide they get to redeem it. Right? So you could put it into people's orders. So when you're packing up orders like from your home and people are picking up or you're delivering, or stick it in Happy Mail to send out. And you get to decide when the expiry date is. So if you are really, really pushing for December sales, because you know our cutoff is really early in air for Canada, you can put the expiry for December. If you are just going for the trip in general and you just need sales by the end of January, you could literally put that there. It's usually $5 wax cash and just throw it in. So it's like Old Navy Super Cash. We all know what that is, right? So literally just like put it in people's orders. It's literally rewarding them for being loyal to you. And then when they come back to use it, you have to be creative in order to redeem that wax cash. I do not want any of you guys out actual money, especially around the holiday season. I am not the Grinch. So you really have to be creative on how you use it. I find that not everybody is going to like throw their money, like throw their wax cash at you all at once. So you can usually use like a host reward here and there, or like get creative with your bundling. If you have a couple different people who are ordering 1 bar or 3 bars, you can throw those into a 6-pack, that kind of stuff. That's okay. Get out. How dare you? No, that's fine. So yeah, add those wax cash to the orders and make sure you put in a redeem by date. Okay. 12 days of Christmas is another thing that I've seen done over the past. I've done it too, like a few years ago. I don't want to go too deep into that because I don't want to stunt anybody's creativity, but literally take that theme, 12 days of Christmas, and run with it. You could be doing personal specials as long as you keep it social media compliant, right? If you don't know what that means, ask your sponsor. You could be doing just 12 days of highlights. Like it doesn't even have to be personal specials, you guys. You don't have to do discounts if you don't want to. Take that theme and run with it. I think it's really, really cute. Make sure that you are sort of following the Christmas cutoff. In Canada, it's usually the 10th. I don't think we've gotten an actual date yet. There's like 18 news releases today. So if I missed it, I apologize. But it's usually the 10th. Holiday open house. If you guys do not have one booked yet, I do recommend having one. I recommend having one if you're comfortable, COVID friendly and all of that stuff. I do recommend having one after the Christmas cutoff. It kind of helps you drive in last minute orders, last minute shoppers. If you guys can manage it between now and like the second week of December, try and close out some parties and use your own host rewards that you have to get smaller giftable things. We talked about this a couple weeks ago too. Fragrance flowers will be really big for Christmas, like the giftable things, car bars, scent circles, room sprays, all of that kind of stuff, wax, obviously. But people who usually give like teachers gifts, guys, aren't giving wax. Keep that in mind. They're typically giving like room sprays and scent circles and flowers, like things like that. Because we don't know if those teachers have warmers or whatnot. I've given like a plug-in and a bar in the past, but I'm a consultant, so I get to do that. My customers typically don't want to spend more than about $20 per teacher, especially if they have multiple kids. So if you can manage it, stock up on some smaller, giftable, like easy price point things between now and then. And then when you have a holiday open house, you can sort of advertise that you have giftable things on hand, right? Like small price point giftable things. Think of when you go to a vendor show, even guys, especially around the holidays, most people are looking for those random odd little things to give, like Secret Santas or teachers or coaches. They don't have to be super personal. They just have to fit within their budget. Okay. Mystery bags, scent crates. Those are always really popular. Mystery bags, guys, doesn't need a whole lot of explanation, obviously, but they're good to run around the holiday season, honestly, especially for people who don't want to think about it. You're just like, hey, I have a $25 and a $40. Which one do you want? They're like, me. They pick one, that's it. Like people just want you to like do the work for them, do the choosing for them, make the choices, all of those stuff. Scent crates are a little bit more like creative. They're like a more creative version of the mystery bags. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there's actually a Facebook group dedicated to that. I'm trying to think of what it's called right now. It's not called Whiff Box. It might even be called Scent Crates. I'll have to tell you, but price point for the mystery bags for people to actually buy them. So patients, I've actually done, usually when I do my mystery bag offerings, I have to do it in a whole party, right? Because I'm using my house rewards in order to get some of the products rather than just full price. And that way I can offer all of them at a little bit more of a discounted price in general. So usually I do like 3 different price points. It depends on what I'm offering, to be honest, and I make them up different each time. But usually I do a 25, a 40, and a 50. And like, I swear to God, you guys, the $50 ones go faster than the $25 ones. I think people just like want, they just want like, they just think $50 and they kind of know me too. Like I don't say what it's worth because that would be out of compliance. I just say what the 3 different price points are and just like, it'll be worth your time kind of thing, right? Like I just kind of like tease about it. And they usually go for the 50 because they know I'm going to spoil the crap out of the larger price point boxes. But saying that, the $25 ones go too, and I always do referral bonuses on my mystery bag options. So for those of you who aren't in the team page or who are maybe new to the team page, whenever I do a mystery bag thing, I always offer privately, but I always offer $5 off your bag and $5 off your referee's bag if you can get someone else to go in on this bundle with us, basically, if that makes sense. So say like Laura's like, okay, cool, I want the $40 bag, how much? I'd be like, cool, so it'll be $40 all in, or $35 if you sell a bag to someone else and they also get $5 off their bag. So it gives them an incentive to like talk to that referee, because it's not just super selfish. I find people sometimes with the referral bonuses get like weirded out because they're like, okay, well, I'm winning if you buy something, but then you just buy something at full price. But if you can be like, hey girl, like my Scentsy girl is offering $5 off your bag right now if you buy through me. It gives them more of an incentive to like talk to people. So sometimes I've gone from like 3 of my regular customers and like I need 12 in order to make this party work, to like selling too many because people are like referring the crap out of other people. And I let them build too. So I say it's $5 off for every referral you bring me. So if Laura brings it, like if she orders a $25 bag and then brings me 5 referrals, like 5 of her friends order bags, her bag is free. So like it builds, so it gives them incentives to really like offer it out. Perfect. Thanks, Sabrina. Yay. Yeah, is that the one that Christina Steinbrook runs? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so she's the creative genius in Scentsy, guys. She's like the designated creative genius. So you want to follow her, what she's talking about in that group. And again, I don't want you guys out of money. I am not paying that $25 for Laura's bag out of pocket. I get creative with host rewards and things like that. If I have to open another party and get more half price and host credit, I'll do that. So don't ever spend your own money if you don't have to. And if you are spending your own money, make sure you write it down in a receipt because that's a tax write-off, okay? Gift bundles, obvi. Okay, guys, we all know to offer gift bundles. I just want to be really clear, like make it specific. So if you're just like, I have gift bundles, people are like, good for you. Here's a sticker. Like no one cares. But if you're like, hey guys, I have teacher gifts, I'm going to offer them at $15. Like if you say a price, you can't include what's in it unless it's catalog. Okay. Or you can include what's in it and don't say price. So pick one. But you can like throw up a picture or an example of like a mug with a scent circle and a room spray in it. Be like, how cute are these for teachers' gifts? Like PM me if you want one. Guys, like that's fine. And if you say teachers' gifts, one, the algorithm's going to pick that up and show it to people who are like talking about teachers' gifts or people with kids. And 2, people with kids are going to pay attention and be like, oh, that's actually a really good idea. Where if you just showed a mug with a scent circle and a room spray, people are like, that's cute. And then they would move along. You have to be really specific with your offerings. Okay. So whether it's teachers' gifts, coach gifts, like dance mug gifts. Like today I sprayed Briar's dance bodysuit with the Scentsy Fresh and I put it in my stories because I was like, hey guys, here's another thing. Like she has one bodysuit, one, because they're expensive and we have to order them custom. And she dances like 5 days a week, sometimes 6, depending on her schedule that week. So I can't wash it that often. One, because I don't have time, and two, because the material would break down so fast. So I literally like did a boomerang of me spraying the thing and put it in my stories and be like, just a quick refresh in between washes or something like that. And then on the next one, I put like what the description of the scent was. And I put dance mom necessity, like really specific. Am I going to capture all of my audience with a dance mom necessity tag? Obviously not, but I'm going to capture dance mom's attentions. I was really hoping Scentsy Fresh would be in the sale too, and it didn't pan out, but I digress. So anyways, that's just a tangent about being specific. Okay. So be specific about who you're marketing to. You're going to get better results. Sultan Creations. Oh, that's the one I was thinking about. She runs both of those. Why is she a superwoman? Thank you, Sabrina. Offer free gift wrapping, you guys. I know it seems kind of obvious, but it does make a difference. And on that note, tell the women on your friends list, archived. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. Like internet sleuth. I was like, what is this group? And she's like, let me find out. Thank you, Sabrina. So tell your lady friends and your lady customers that if they want Scentsy for Christmas, they need to tell their husbands to text you or to give you their husband's numbers if they're okay with that. If that doesn't seem shady. So what you're going to do there is talk to the husband or the partner or whatever it may be, and talk to them specifically. So the woman could literally give you her wish list, right? Like you as the consultant could give you the wish list. And then when the partner messages you, you could be like, okay, here's what she wants. What kind of budget are you working with? Yada, yada, yada. And then you guys get to sort of work it out. My husband actually did this last year with Zaya with me. Like I wanted a bunch of Zaya stuff. It's expensive as hell. And I was like, I don't know. And then I told him I wanted it and he messaged my consultant and they worked it out and it ended up still being mostly a surprise because I didn't know which things in the catalog I wanted. So you guys could sort of do that for your female customers and male, but like probably not. Let's be honest, it's going to be female. So yeah, offer that free gift wrapping, but also offer free gift, not free gift giving, but free gift giving solutions, I guess, to the partners. Remember the BBMB bundle is December 13th. I do not know. I checked the news tab today to make sure. I don't know, guys, if it's going to be a sample situation, because we've had those in the past too, like BBMB testers, or if it's going to be a bundle. I think it's a bundle. It says sample bundle. So I think it's like one of each of the bars, the 25 bars. Which also gives you PRV. So keep that in mind. It's past our cutoff. I know it's not a gift giving thing or a holiday associated thing, but it does give you PRV past that Christmas cutoff. So our payday is the 9th, guys. If you have the budget for it, and if your families haven't sucked you dry, try and hold like $100 or so aside for the BBMB, okay? Follow up, guys. Okay. We talked about this last week in the team page. Was it? Who was it? It was one of my frontline who was like, oh, I just got like 200 in PRV because I followed up. Because I like gave like a little follow-up challenge. Yeah, you did too, but there was someone else too. But yeah, you did too, for sure. Do you want to talk about that or no? You can if you want.
Am I on? Okay. Yeah. So basically it was last Saturday, I think. And my PRV was at like 1769 and I really wanted to hit 2000 again. And like my OCD just wasn't having it. So I was panicking and I was saying to Kate, like, what the hell can I do to get this by tomorrow? And she was like, oh, well, like, have you messaged everyone in your group? And I was like, no, like I haven't messaged anyone. Just because I don't want to bug people. Like I feel like I'm going to bug them and they're just going to be pissed and then they won't order. So I was like, okay, yeah, like I'll do that now. And then like 2 hours went by and I didn't do it because I was like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I don't want to bug people. And then like desperation kicked in and like high gear. And I was like, hey, we're fucking gonna do this now. So I had a few drinks and then I wrote out this nice paragraph and I just put people's names in to make it like personal, to make it sound like you care. And then I just sent it out to like 20 people and only 3 responded. Like they all opened it, but 3 responded and I got like a $500 order out of it because they were all just like, yeah, like I need this. And oh yeah, like Christmas is coming, let me grab this too. And I was like, okay. And like they saw some of the gift bundles that I had posted. And one lady just screenshotted that exact photo, which I don't know when the hell it was from. I just got it off, I think Kate maybe, but it was an old one. Thank God we still had the stuff. But she was like, I'll take like 4 of these. And I was like, okay. So it just kind of worked out. And then I got over the 2,000 with a little extra. So it was like a nice surprise. And literally all I did was say like, hey, the last order of the month going in tomorrow, like, do you need anything? And then it worked out. So I will follow up from now on.
Yeah, so Laura, guys, was a customer of mine for a couple of years before she joined. So you know of like more than anybody here. It's literally our job, guys, to check in with people almost every single time. Like she would order a couple times, I guess, like without me checking in, but most of the time when Laura placed an order with me, which was often, it's because I was following up with her and being like, yo, do you need bulbs, wax, the cleaners? Like, what do you guys need? She'd be like, oh yeah, I do. Thanks for, and she'd be like, thank you, because I forgot. And I've said this before too, but like, can my hairstylists follow up with me? Like, I would really appreciate that. Like, for real. Like, that would be like a solid customer service mood. Be like, it's been 6 weeks. I know you have grays. Like, when are we going to get you in? Right? Like, for a little root touch up. I would really appreciate that. So just imagine that, guys, you're offering a service. Otherwise, what are we here for? What are we here for if we're not offering a service? Scentsy could literally just open the website. People can shop directly from them whenever they felt like it or whenever they remember to order wax. And Scentsy could just direct ship it to them without paying us anything. They're paying us to be consultants, consult people. Okay, like help people. It's customer service. So I'm saying this because I know what Laura is saying. And I didn't follow up with any of my customers for like the first 4 years of my business because I felt like 4 years of my business because I felt the same. And I was doing mega parties back then, you guys. And I'm talking like 10 parties a month, hundreds of customers a month I would meet. And I was just like, you'll message me if they need something. No, they didn't. I have literally lost, like, it actually makes me sick to think of how many customers I lost because I literally just never followed up with them. But it is our job we don't have to be like, hey, do you want something? It could literally just be like, your first follow-up should be a quality check. It should be like, how are you doing with your stuff? Do you like the things that you got? Does it all work? Like all of that kind of stuff. Okay. And then the next follow-up can be always, right? The next follow-up could be just to like hey, check it in. Do you need refills? Like the last time you got a counter clean was like 2 months ago. And if you're using as much as I am, I know you need a refill. People appreciate that. And if they don't need a refill, they're not going to be like, devil woman. Like, no, they're just going to be like, no, it's cool. Or they'll ignore you. Like they'll just not reply because they just don't need something right now. Like it's not a big deal. Okay. Not a big deal. So long tangent, but follow the F up. Okay. That's really, really important, guys. Feel like a struggle to get PRV. I want every month. Hi, PRV, what's your secret? Just constantly expanding. So, and that's another thing, guys, if you're following up with your customers, so on that exact same question, but on the follow-up tip, that's actually a really good segue. If you are following up with your customers too much to the point that you actually for real might be bugging them, it's because you don't have enough customers, right? So if you're following up with like the same 20 people being like, hey, you want something yet? They're like, no, I just told you last week. I'm good. Yes, Facebook parties. It means that you don't have enough customers, which is a totally normal thing. And if you aren't constantly expanding your network, it means that you're losing your network. Some people just drop off the Sense universe for no reason at all. They just stop using it, or like their new boyfriend is allergic to Sense, or they join your team, or their sister joined, so they're going to go that way instead, or like whatever it may be, right? So if you're not constantly building, you are losing. The way that I kind of got that into my head was, imagine your customer base. That's what I'm saying, patients, Scentsy over boys, okay? So think of your customer base like a cup or a bucket and drill a little tiny hole in it, okay? This is your customer base. If you are not constantly refilling it from the top, it will be dripping out the bottom without you even realizing it. So those of you who are visual, like that's how I was like, oh, that's a really good analogy. Like that kind of made me remember. So it doesn't matter how long you've been in it. I'm in it 10 years. I have thousands of contacts in my workstation. Does that mean I have thousands of people who personally buy from me right now? Hell to the no, like obviously not. Because some of them have dissipated over the years, right? So no matter how long you've been in it, you need to constantly be expanding. And what Melissa said is, honestly, guys, the simplest, easiest, fastest, and funnest way to expand your customer base. You have to be partying. Like, you don't have to be partying. I don't want to like push people away. If you don't party, you're not like fired or something. But honestly, guys, it's the fastest way to do it. And it's, like I said, it's the funnest way. Like, would you rather collect 1,000 PRV from a million different people over the month? Or would you rather collect 1,000 PRV in one night at a home party, or over a week on a Facebook party? Like, that's just how quickly PRV adds up, because that hostess brings in all her friends who you've never met before and who all need refills and all of the things. And then you book 3 parties from those people's friends. And then you get even like further into your cold market of people you've never met before. So if you're not partying, you need to start. And if you're not partying because you're scared, I totally understand that. I have empathy for you, but you need to get over it. Like, sorry, but you do. I was so terrified, you guys. My first party, I cried. I literally cried and drank almost a box of wine. I'm not even kidding. It was my aunt. My aunt was the host. I thought it was gonna be an open house style. So I showed up, just thinking I was gonna hang out. People were just gonna sniff and order. And she's like, oh no, my friends are gonna expect a presentation. I was like 2 weeks into this. I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I barely knew how to use my wax and warmers. Like, it was a hot mess. And I literally cried in the kitchen because I was so terrified of talking in front of people. And then that party was like over 1,000, maybe even closer to 2,000. I was like, oh, all right, I guess I can get drunk and do this more often. Like, that's fine. So if you guys are scared to do parties, I totally understand. But honestly, it's worth it to get over it and just do it.
You still party in December?
Yeah. So you just have to be upfront with your people that the Christmas cutoff, like the shipping cutoff, is the 10th.
Okay. I just wondered.
Yeah, totally. So if depending on your schedule and your energy level and all of those things, you can squeeze in as many parties as you can before that Christmas cutoff for sure. Okay. And even after, I've had people be like, I don't care. And their guests, I'm like, are you guys sure? They're like, we don't care. A lot of like the women who come to the December parties, they're like, oh no, this is for me. So like, they don't care if it actually arrives by December. So don't hesitate to at least offer those parties, right? But you just have to be upfront about it. And Alexandra, we can talk about, you just said I suck at parties. I don't know how many parties you've actually attempted over the years, because I know you mainly focus on events until COVID sort of cut you off. So if you want, you and I could just hash out like why you think you suck at parties. And guys, do you think that party with my aunt was good? I drank a box of wine. It wasn't good. Like, it was a mess. I was terrible. There was a lady there, guys, who had used to be a consultant who corrected everything I said. It was like my first, I know, Randy, right? It was my first real like party that wasn't an open house. I'd done a couple open houses before. So I was already obviously so nervous, and like, I just needed people to be nice to me and encourage me. And she was like the Karen in the back who's like, it's actually this. Like, I'm not even exaggerating, you guys. It was horrid. But by that time the wine was gone, so there was nothing I could do, and I just had to keep going. The party wasn't good. It wasn't good. My first few presentations back in the day, actually Sabrina may have been there. No, you joined after. The first few presentations I did with like team meetings in person, back in like 2012, because I was forced to, like thankfully forced to with my upline, was like I would literally be like this, like shaking. I would literally come to tears because I was so terrified. You have to literally be willing to suck at something until you can be good at something. Okay. Like, remember that. All right. Not everyone's Beethoven and is like reading classical music when he's 4. Okay. Most people suck at things before they're good at things. And you just have to be willing to sort of get through the suck, if that makes sense. All right. We're almost done, guys. I know it's like 9:01 and some of you are here just for the entries. And I commend you for staying this long because I haven't taken attendance yet. So go you. This seems obvious too, but I had to say it. Show what you're using in your daily life and show what you're giving. If you guys aren't using Scentsy for your own teacher, coach, bus driver, daycare provider, et cetera, gifts, why would your customers? Like, if you're not using your own crap to gift your own people, your customers aren't going to either. Okay. Hi, Teresa. So show what you're gifting, and you don't have to do it in a salesy way, you guys. Oh, patience, darling, you need to get on Facebook for real. Okay. Put up a cartoon character as your profile picture and get on our damn team page. I'm doing a monthly challenge this month. I'm going to have to copy and paste it into our Instagram message. It's a whole thing, patience, but I will, because I love you. So you don't have to do it in a super salesy way, you guys. It doesn't have to be like, this is what I am gifting to my teacher, so you guys should too. It can literally just be something that you post on your stories and be like, look at this cute thing that my lucky kiddos teachers are getting. Like, yay. That's it. That's it. Not every post should even be a sales post regardless. But show what you're using, show what you're gifting. Guys, if you're obsessed with the counter cleaner like I am, literally show how you're using it in your home. Either do a before and after picture, go live like Laura does, and literally wipe her counters and her stove, like clean your kitchen live. If you're a hot mess like me, I'm always a hot mess, but if you don't like showing that off to the world, Laura actually flips her camera the whole time. So I almost never see her face when you're live, right? In your VIP group, it's always face the other way, guys. So she'll clean her whole kitchen with her phone like this, and we've never seen her face. It's just the products in action. So if you're shy or if you're not feeling super hot that day, that's okay. It's really about the products anyways, right? Hi, Darlene.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
Don't be sorry. That's okay. So buddy drives are a good thing too. I know that the 2 girls here are doing flower drives right now, but a buddy drive, especially around the holidays, could be a really great fundraiser to do. So whether it's for a women's shelter or a sick kids hospital or any other thing that caters to kids or moms in need of any sort, you could reach out to. I wouldn't recommend using the specific organization's name unless you have that specific organization's, what's the word I'm looking for, guys? If they've said you can, come on, anybody?
Approval.
Thank
Is
you.
it consent?
Permission, that's another solid English word.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. What'd you say, Laura?
Consent?
Consent, guys. Team just showing up with all the English today. Thank you. So yeah, so you can do your own fundraiser if you want to with an organization in mind. Make sure you have that organization's approval, consent, all of permission if you want to actually use their name in your marketing. Okay. And if you reach out to them, you might be pleasantly surprised. Melissa and Michaeline both actually reached out to both of their organizations that they were doing this month or last month or carrying on. And both of those places put their stuff in like newsletters and put posters up. Like, it actually worked out. They actually sort of helped with the marketing too. Melissa inspired me, and I'm fundraising flowers for Halton Women's Place. Oh, they improved it. That's so exciting, Christy. Congratulations, guys. So like, not only does this of course boost your PRV, especially if you're going after the trip, it still adds to that ongoing PRV that you need, but it also, especially during the holidays, gives back to like really, really, really worthy causes, really worthy places. So it's like a double dip, right? Like, we sort of get a little bonus, we get to benefit from it, but you're also like legit helping other people. So you could do that with a buddy drive too, or a flower drive, or pick a pick a product. The buddy drive, what people usually do is like sponsor a buddy. So your donation also goes to that place. But rather than the customer purchasing a buddy for themselves, they would sort of sponsor a buddy, and that buddy would go to whatever child is in need, right? So you would drop off like your load of buddies to whatever center you have, to the kids who are spending Christmas maybe in a not wonderful place. So just another PRV sort of idea. Pet drive, same idea, but for pets. Okay, so if you have a pet shelter or a rescue or a humane society or something like that around that you love, or if you have, you know, just like a trainer, like the Chelsea group that we have in Durham region, that might be a fun idea too. You guys could do either people could buy pet products, like how you guys are doing with the flowers, and then you just donate your commission, or you could literally donate, like they can sponsor the pet products and you could kind of do the same thing where you would donate the pet shampoos, which like Humane Society needs, like all of those places, they need that kind of stuff, right? They need actual supplies for their pets. So you could literally donate the supplies and the commission so they can actually get like food and beds and stuff as well. So that's just another little idea. And recruit, you guys. We have one more paycheck before Christmas. If you know anyone who is struggling right now to pay bills, anyone who is putting Christmas on credit cards, who doesn't necessarily need to, they could be joining either full price and get that kick-ass kit, or for a discounted or for free using your host kits that you have available at any time you have a qualifying party. So make sure you're not selfish with that shit, for real. If you have a qualifying party, you have a discounted starter kit. If you are not offering that discounted starter kit to a possible person who could possibly like use that extra funds on December 10th, you are being selfish. Okay, so those are all my ideas. Does anyone, I'm going to take attendance now. Does anyone have anything else to add? Any other kind of holiday? Remember how I was like, I don't want this to be a whole Kate talking session, and then it turned into a 40-minute Kate talking session. That's cool. Does anyone else have any ideas, anything else they're doing in order to get their customers' interests? We're not just gonna sit here silent while I take attendance, are we? Because that's really awkward, you guys.
I had a question.
Let's all talk at the same time. You go.
I just had a question about your holiday like open house with COVID going on. Like, how do you do it? Do you do it virtual or?
Me?
Yes.
Okay. I did one not too long ago. When was that, guys? Like a month ago, maybe a little bit more than a month ago. Somewhere in the fall, anyways. And I did time slots. So it wasn't like a crowd of people all at once kind of thing. So I did like masks. Laura and I did one too at her place. For her, was it a launch? No, it was just open house. Yeah. I was like, that's like 4 months too late. And yeah, hers was really good too. Like she had hand sanitizer at the door. She had a little table set up for the testers to sniff, and that was like the only place, kind of like a restaurant, where you could take your mask off if you were sitting down and sniffing. But masks at all times, hand sanitizer when you walked in, and we did time slots, so there was no more than 2 people in the house at a time. So you can still do it, guys, if you feel comfortable. If you do not feel comfortable, do not force yourself to do this. Like, let's be honest, it's still a pandemic. But if you feel comfortable enough to offer an in-person situation, then you can absolutely do it so it's safe, right? Anyone else? Teresa, what were you going to say?
Sorry, I'm folding laundry, so I'm multitasking.
Yeah.
I was just saying I really beefed up my holiday mail, or not my holiday mailers, my thank you mailers, my happy mail.
Okay.
So I made up felt samples. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I made up felt samples. I spent all day doing it today, just so I can mail them out with one stamp because I'm super cheap. So I did all of the scents of the season. I ordered the little $33 kit, consultant kit, and I'm sending those out alongside some other samples in my mailers to keep them at one stamp. And I feel like that will get me some good response from my customers. They usually do when I send samples out. So
Do you have because you were doing that yesterday on our work together, right?
Yesterday and today, yeah.
Do you have
Do you want
one?
to see them?
Yeah.
Go in my dark living room. Well, it's not dark. I actually have some on the table because I was showing someone today. How do I flip this? Oh, here. So these are, I just did them like this.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And then I have like other, I don't have it all out right now, but I have other things that I include in it. And I always make sure to show like Scentsy Club and stuff like that. So I'm getting continual orders. I'm up to 10 clubbers. I'm so excited. Woohoo, double digits. So
That's really good.
yeah.
That's more than me. I think I have 9 now. Go.
Oh, I beat you.
Yeah, totally. We're in a race now. So now I have like the juice in my goose. I'm gonna go for it. So for those of you who do not know, who are on my team, I'm sorry, Cheryl Best's team. You're welcome. Thanks for coming. I am doing the monthly incentive if you guys haven't seen it yet, or patience. And patience, I'll message it to you on Instagram. But I'm offering bonus entries for tonight and every other huddle up that we have in November. Okay. So it is a draw type thing, but you can earn different entries for different things. Attending huddle ups is one of those things. Okay. So Team Over the Rainbow, if you have attended tonight, you get an extra bonus entry just for showing up. So it has nothing to do with your PRV. It has nothing to do with how many people you've recruited. It's literally just the fact that you're here, because I really do appreciate it so much. And those who show up 100% go up. If you have team here, I do have a list. Like I've already taken attendance while Teresa was talking. But if you're in Team OTR and you have any downline here, please raise your hand. Yes. If you're not on camera, put something. Post a picture of sample mailer on our team page. Oh, can you post it on Facebook, Teresa? The sample mailer. You're muted.
Sorry, I'm like blah 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 talking away. Yeah, I can, but which team? I didn't see who posted it.
Team OTR.
Okay.
Post on yours too, though.
Okay.
Do both.
I will.
What are felt samples? It's funny because when you guys post emojis in the chat, it comes up as just, so it came up as, what are felt samples? Thinking. Like, did you put a thinking emoji? And I was like, that's good. Good. You're thinking. Good job. Okay. So they are, do you have like a blank one, Teresa? Like a non-dipped one? I don't have any here because I did them once.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so did I get everyone who has team here? Melissa and Teresa. Right? No one else I'm missing? Okay. Sabrina, are you guys, and Darlene, are you guys still doing your own version of this? I know you started for a while. No? It kind of just fell off. Yeah. Okay, well, you guys know every week you're allowed, not allowed, of course you're allowed, but you're welcome here, right? You know that. I just didn't invite you guys for a while because you were doing your own thing. And I was like, well, I don't want to make them feel obligated to come to mine if they already have one. So if you guys drop off that, trust me, I did it 100 times before we got consistent with this one. Feel free, okay? Just remind me because I forget to invite Cheryl Bus team. Okay? Okay, Teresa, sorry.
They're just little pieces of felt. These ones are from the Scentsy store, so they're branded with Scentsy on them. And then I just melt wax in my warmer and then dip it. So it absorbs into the felt and then it's flat enough that it can go in just a regular stamp.
Yeah. Okay,
I can show you the Christmas ones.
Let's see it.
There's a snowflake, a snowman, a Christmas tree, and I think that's it. And there's a Christmas tree. I used all my Christmas trees for the scent of the month for November.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so cute.
And I do the felt samples too. I actually did The bricks. There's the bricks.
Oh, those are cute.
There's the bricks. And then there's all the samples of the month for the scent of the month for the last 4. So this is my mail that I'm putting out to a customer that placed a PWS order. So the last 4 months. So September, so actually from August, they're getting from August, I think, and then December's is right here with a felt sample too.
That's really good.
And it all fits in an envelope.
Sabrina, do you track who you give what to? Like, do you know
Yep.
that person?
It's always the same. It's always the same every month. So I know what I give them.
Right. So, but do you track for that particular customer? Like they haven't purchased since July, so they need to update back to August, or are you just being generous?
I'm just being generous to get rid of them. But normally, what I just recently started to be more diligent with this.
Sure.
What I'm going to do then is this person will get another one in December with the scent of the month for January, or like December scent.
Yeah.
They'll get another, like a little thank you card, because I even did a thank you card for them as well. So they got a little thank you card. And that's a postcard I got from I think it was from Canva or Vistaprint a long time ago.
Okay.
Thank you for your order. It's just a postcard.
Simple and cute. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just wrote, I make sure I talk about what they've ordered so they know I've paid attention.
Of course. Yeah. So it's
I'll
not
bring
just
up like
there.
something like, oh, you picked a new scent. This is one of the new scents in the catalog, something like that. And then I'm giving her this because it's still available. And then I just gave her this one. And then I said, I'll just throw the other ones in because I had them from kicking around from in October's orders.
Right. So just
So-
use it up. Yeah. Use up.
Yeah,
your
just use
supply.
up what I have. That way I don't have them waiting around and collecting. Oh crap, they're all gone now.
For sure. For sure.
That's
That's
sold
so
out, damn it.
great. Thanks, Sabrina. Laura, what packaging are you talking about?
For the felt things, they look like they're individually packaged. Is that my eyes? That could be my eyes.
Oh, no, you're right. So she put them in like little craft bags, right, Sabrina?
Yeah, little Ziploc baggies. I get these at the Dollar Tree, 125 of $1.25 for 150, I think, or 125. They're right here. They come in this is a Ziploc baggie. There's a little tag, and I cut the ones for the bricks just because they would fit nicer. So I just cut the little red part off.
Right.
And it just fits nicer and it looks a little more polished.
Right.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording, you guys, unless anyone has anything to say about anything first. No? Okay. Bye, YouTube.